Hi everyone. So, I had it all ready to make. All ready to do with Sandy's sweets. But then I just started not feeling right. So I sat down, I call my Cinderella chair in the kitchen. Just sitting there, writing stuff down, or I don't know what I was doing, to tell you the truth. And it was 2 weeks ago today that Polly had that attack. It totally turned our world upside down, being told that your child can drop dead. How was the exact phrase? Sudden death? Sudden death, I think. I don't know. It's all the same. The D word is the D word. So I was sitting here thinking about, it's 2 weeks, I haven't got a call back from any doctors. There's some things we have to try when he has an attack. And if it doesn't change the heart rate back to the correct way, we have to call an ambulance. But I wasn't told how long do we try at this. Well, his heart is going crazy fast. It's tachycardia. It's a certain type. I wasn't told that. And then I've been watching this doctor on YouTube who's very well versed. And I know a lot about medicine and heart problems, sadly, because I had one. But anyhow, he said another thing that wasn't mentioned to us. I was thinking, wow, I wonder if I should do this with him. I mean, the doctor does seem legit. I mean, everything he's saying is everything that I've found, looked up, the pamphlets I got, whatever. But I thought, I don't know. So I'm just kind of like preparing in my head. And I don't know why, because I didn't give it a thought. Didn't think nothing about the monitor, because the monitor, actually I did. I thought, do they want me to just check and send a reading over every day? That wasn't even clarified to me. That was earlier today. Or not today, yesterday, today. This video would have been, I'm referring to yesterday. So anyhow, that just went out of my mind. It was a quick thought. Then I thought, wow, I don't know. I don't know how long we try before we'd have to go. And how many times, and how does he do it? And all these questions and no answers. And again, Sandy Mom has turned into Dr. Mom. Of course, as moms, we are Dr. Mom, but to this, no. No mom should be a doctor to this. So I was sitting here, and I've been pretty good going to my room to lay down at least. Not sleep, but lay down. But for some reason, I just had this feeling over me. Just like when Polly had his first seizure. After I put him to bed, he was a baby. And I had a feeling something was going to be wrong. I thought it was something to do with the baby food, and I tasted the baby food. I always taste my kids' baby food before I give it to them to make sure it tastes fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But then I thought, no, I was probably overtired then too. I thought, no, I'm overtired. I'm not thinking straight. Well, I had a feeling, and he had that. Then, prior to my other son getting diagnosed with brain cancer, I had a feeling, a bad feeling. But it was about a different son, not that son who ended up with the cancer. And tonight, I just had some kind of weird feeling, not associating with nothing to do with Polly, nothing. I mean, he's status quo. I'm status quo, sitting here like an idiot waiting for the doctors to call, that they never will. So I thought, should I eat or should I sleep? Because I really hadn't ate today much. I had a little bit of tiny soup. It's one of those 4-pack microwavable soups. I don't know how many ounces they are. 4, 3, who knows. So, oh yeah, I got a hold of some of that cream cheese I like. That's another story. But anyhow, so I got out of the cream cheese, and I thought, no, you know what? It was like 5 minutes to 4 a.m. And I thought, I'm going to just sleep, a few hours, and then Polly will be getting up, and then we'll do school and whatever. So I just put the cream cheese away, and I actually felt tired, and I'm like, oh good, I feel tired. Maybe this is it. In 2 weeks, I haven't slept at all, I'll sleep. Besides when I fall asleep below the table, but in 2 weeks' time, it doesn't really add up to nothing. So anyhow, I just sat down for a second to gather what I needed off the table. And Polly comes out, Mommy, it's happening again. I don't know what happened to me. I think it's caught up with me with no sleep. My heart started racing not as fast as his. You can't count his. It goes so fast. There's a beat on top of beat on top of beat on top of beat. But I got like 235, 220 to 235. There's a lot more. You just can't count it. So I gave him the one thing to do that they told us to do, but I didn't know how long he should do it, so I just kept saying to do it. What he has to do is take a straw, or I thought a syringe would be better, and we have syringes for his medicine, so he has to blow, he has to take a breath in, put his mouth over the syringe, and blow as if he's trying to blow the plunger out. Well, nothing was happening. So I got the monitor out. No, I didn't do that thing yet. No, I got the monitor out after I just put my hand on his chest and I could feel it was banging like crazy. And that's when I counted for a minute. So I took the monitor, gave it to him, told him to press the wrong button, realized I did another one, then realized, oh my gosh, where do I call? What's the number? So I'm trying to look. Don't have reading glasses, don't have my magnifying glass, because I walked out of the house. So I found the number, called them. Their system is down. Well, of course it's down. Of course it's down. But he says you could send anyhow. So he tells me how to send it. And what happens? He tells me to press the wrong button. So it didn't work. But one might have worked, because the second one we did, which hoping was the one that I didn't screw up, would work. But there's no way to send it to the doctor. So he says they're going to call the doctor. And then he says in 5 minutes to another one. So I had him do the syringe thing then. A couple times the heart was still going fast, and I did the monitor the correct way to do another one. Is that what I said? I don't know. Anyhow, long story short, did it again, still going. So finally a doctor calls us. He sounded really nice and calming and started asking me things, but then interrupted me and said, I read his chart. Okay, then why are you wasting time asking me stuff? So he told me some more, they're called maneuvers to do to try to make this rhythm stop. The bad rhythm, the tachycardia. So we tried it, we kept adding more and more things to it, more and more. And it was still going. So the doctor was on the phone while he's doing this. And I says, well, how long? Because when you blow, you're going to, keep blowing out air. You're going to hyperventilate. And I don't even remember what he said. So anyhow, finally, after, I don't know, it seemed like eternity, his heart rate got back to normal. Thank God in heaven. It seems like he didn't want us to go to emergency either. So then I said, well, I'm going to call the office today because I need to speak to a doctor. I says, I'm usually not like this. I got myself together, but, when I don't have answers, I find them. And when I can't find them, I ask. And when I ask and no one calls me back, this is the state of mind I'm in, and not sleeping in 14 days. So he says, well, I got time. I'll answer. And I says, well, no, you probably got to go back to bed or work now. Well, I'm not going to tell the rest of that story. So now he's gone to bed, so I'm afraid to go to lay down even, because my room is too far from him. That I know I have to sleep. I have to try to sleep. I have to try to lay down. So we always do a homeschool day on the weekend in case something comes up. Not like this. And you know what happened? 2 weeks, to the day, to the hour. I am so upset. I asked his father, I texted him, I called, he just answered the phone. I texted him, I says, can you please come here so I can go to sleep and just be here? So I figure at least he'd probably just sleep. That's all he does. He's a bum. But at least Polly could get to him quicker than me. And maybe I could sleep and then he could get me. I don't know. I'm not even making sense. All I know is, why does this have to happen? So then he was talking about a hospital in Columbia because they don't have an EP there. And I said, yeah, they told me in 6 months. He says, well, we're not sure yet if they're going to take the offer. So basically they're not going to have an EP, which is an electrophysiologist. He says, there's a good hospital in Columbia and it's not that far. Well, that's in New York City. Wouldn't that be the last place you'd want to go right now during this is what's going on in our world? And how would we get there? How would I pay to rent for a car? I mean, we have to go. Obviously, it's got to happen. So I'm telling his father this, and he's just like shaking his head like, no. There's no no. It's yes. You have to open up your wallet and start spending it on your kid. He's such a monster. And now here I thought I could breathe. I thought, okay, 2 weeks, nothing happened. It's, he had something a little in the summer, so it was like maybe in 9 months, maybe he'll have another episode, maybe not. I didn't even think he'd have another one. I just thought it was a fluke something. But no, 2 weeks to the hour. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. Oh my God, I was just a wreck. Even the guy answering the heart center was like, take a breath. I said, I'm sorry. I'm usually very calm. I've raised 8 kids. Obviously, you got to be calm. And I was telling the doctor on calls, when you want to talk to a doctor, you should be able to have a doctor explain these things. And we talked about, if the rhythm, that's why you try these procedures if they don't work. After, I forgot what minutes I wrote down, then you have someone call 911. It's almost like when someone's having a heart attack. You're working on them, someone calls 911 in case it takes some time to get there. So basically that's what we'd have to do. I'm thinking, it's me. Here I am, just me with a phone that, his father should give me his phone, the good phone with, with a Verizon, not with a stupid T-Mobile that's a piece of crap. And beyond, I just thought I could finally breathe a little. Remember, I think I sent a video, I felt like an elephant was taken off my chest. And here we are again. I actually felt tired. I actually thought I could sleep. But no. Well, his father, you know what? He gained 9 pounds in 6 days because he had 2 doctor's appointments in 9 days. And they asked him, they said, something wrong? Why are you gaining so much weight? I know why he is. All the fast food that he throws in my totes outside. Oh, yeah, I looked at them all. Every day, 5 times a day he eats out. But he won't get a heart monitor and he won't get a baby monitor. I said to the doctor, I says, I want to get a baby monitor so I could watch him and listen to him. He says, that'll be a good idea. He says, you need to sleep to take care of your son. I said, I know. I just feel like, why? Why? I said, all we got is 2 weeks, and it isn't really 2 weeks break because it took like almost to the 2-week mark that I felt, gosh, I think I could maybe sleep a little bit. No. Why? That poor kid. Oh my God. And then he says, do you have a pack of frozen peas? Because I had to put him on his eyes while he's doing these maneuvers to try to get his heart out of the rhythm. Do you think we would? No. You know why? They walked out of the house too. I'm sorry. I was so close to making a video. I even was going to make something nice so Polly could have with no chocolate. I guess my mommy got, without telling me, I never thought something was going to happen to Polly. I just had some kind of weird feeling. Couldn't pinpoint it. I usually can pinpoint. Just please continue to pray. I can't even believe this happened. It's like we rewind, start back to square one again. The other kids, 17-year-olds, are working, driving cars, doing everything, and he has to have his heart go so fast. I can't. I don't understand. I don't understand this at all. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cry, but please pray for him. Thanks. Stay well.